Cool. Hey gamers, part 2. Welcome to the next match. Good Vibes, aka Wolfie's team, versus Choowie Force, who is Chewie's team. With me, I have Patishley, Renee, aka Sloppy Slapster, and Ninsanity with Pie Streaming.
So yeah, big team with us today. If you joined us for that last match, just to tell you, we did record so that you can watch later, but the Trendsetters did end up breaking that overtime and winning the match by 1 cap. So yeah, here we go. Onto the rules. Go Sloppy Slapster. Get those rules.
All right, I will read them as they come along. Chat has been muted, so they should be coming up any second.
What?
But we are expected to go through casual MMR as you're used to seeing in all these matches, so we shouldn't see any surprises here. Especially for everyone who's been well acquainted with these competitive matches as of late. So this again is the week round 2 of our summer draft competition match. And we have Choowie Force coming to tell you that Johnny and I have rules and limits are as follows.
Okay.
But I encourage you to check into some work right now.
Out on here.
I'll check into it
after dinner.
Waiting.
It does.
Control V.
It's likely, right? You're gonna log.
Doesn't really
so we do
matter.
again have MMR, 1 ninja cap per map,
like,
no ghosting as expected.
The class
I do
restrictions
sometimes.
are going to be 1 assassin, archer,
you just don't
engineer,
go into my
mage,
room at that
necro,
time.
pyro, and scout. The 2 of chemist, elf, medic, ninja,
Bye.
and
Bye.
3 of heavy and soldier. And that should be do it for all the limits there. The first map we're starting off, which is the first map every match has to start this week, is Slate 1. And then after this, the loser of this map picks the next map. So that's how this format goes, if you don't know already.
Yeah, beautiful. So any predictions to start off here for today?
It's going to be a close one, I think. Both teams look fairly strong, solid rosters. Good defenses on both sides, good offenses on both sides. I don't know who's going to win. I would lean in favor of Good Vibes, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Again, I think the equilibrium for both sides is pretty well balanced. We're seeing, again, key players that we have seen during the initial draft pick, and we can assume that they're going to be doing a lot, especially if we're looking at the first 3 picks for each team in which they cannot trade them. So we're expecting to see a lot from those key players, as is why they were picked. So we are starting off right now. What are we seeing on Chewie's Force offense so far?
Well, we've got DPJ on medic offense, Spades as bulk, and Bloom fill out the rest.
Oh my god. I'm like eating a bowl of cereal because that last match took forever, and I honestly don't see the rest of offense. Oh, Ducksman is actually playing soldier, goes into the flag room. Netflix is focused on him, which almost allowed a steal from Spades, but Spades just missed the flag and goes down to Wolfie.
On the opposite side of the map, we had a steal from Justin to Insational. Almost got up, but got crit out by the heavies.
Too sensational.
Well, I guess it is important to note that this is 10v10, so expecting that both teams will be running 4 offense, 6 defense.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
So yeah, Brandino B on Archer for Choowie Force. Just gonna try find one for the opposite team, but they might not be running one if I can't see them.
I do not believe so, which is fair on this map. This map is not known for being Archer. Hopefully you can take a lot of various routes as offense to avoid the Archer.
Yeah, and speaking of which, while we're on the topic of that, looks like Ubao currently has a flag, as does Sensational, but Ubao does get knocked off by the Ninja.
Justin, on the other hand, is out with medic support, is getting pressured by the heavy. Oh, he's chemist, by the way. Is choosing to detour back to the medic and to the sponge. Gets the restore. Gets the sponge. Choowie close behind.
Ooh.
Oh, offense doing a good job of turning around to try and cut Justin off. There's the assassin. Justin kills the assassin. Justin has 0 heal pots, so he is very vulnerable at the moment.
And yet he's persisting pretty well. He's being really patient with his routes. He's not really rushing at the time. He's just trying to find the best way to maneuver out of all of that confrontation. He's in the tunnel right now, so this could be a first cap.
Yep, that's the first capture.
Very smooth from Justin there. Very nicely played.
I mean,
Fairly quick cap for good vibes on this map. 3 minutes in, already 1 cap up. That's a very good sign. So far, both the approaches have been pretty well coordinated, getting good steals from Justin.
So yeah, it looks like in this 10v10 that Archer didn't manage to do as much as Choowie Force probably wanted. Brandino can flex onto some good PvP classes, so it might be interesting to see if he decides to do that on this map.
Got a little bit of infiltration from Chooey's Force offensive push. Not getting too much of anywhere though. Got taken out pretty quickly by the bulk there. And it is important to acknowledge that they do actually, Good Vibes has 2 bulk heavies on their defensive side, which is doing a lot of damage to the opposing offensive pushes as they come in.
Yeah, it seems like both teams are actually deciding to run double bulk on this map, which makes sense. I think it can be quite clogged and hard to get out, and kind of enabling those ninjas to be the main stallers for them. So yeah, it's interesting to note just some quick key class matchups here. Choowie versus TV on Pyro, and I think Impose versus Gamron or Gamtake on Assassin. Should be interesting to see how those play out throughout the match. Choowie probably recognized as a slightly stronger Pyro, but TV always very good, and probably the older Pyro main, so should be quite difficult for these offenses to capture, even though we are 1-0 already.
So something I'm noticing on let's see, Choowie Force's defense is they're handling the side tunnel fairly well. If you're not familiar, there's a tunnel close to spawn that has a sponge that takes you very close to flag and can take the pyro by surprise.
And Duckbait actually currently has the flag right now. His medic did get assassinated though, which could compromise his position as a flag carrier, and it did, unfortunately, as he gets knocked out by the ninja.
I am not surprised by what Nin said about how Good Vibes is utilizing the side tunnel, as Pudgy is actually the creator of this map. So I believe that obviously that is just a little bit of an advantage towards their offense.
Yeah, but as I was saying, actually Choowie Force has been shutting down that that route so far effectively. I've been watching their pushes the past couple pushes, and their defense have been able to keep the offensive plays that go down that route at bay.
It's definitely an interesting offense from Good Vibes here. I think it's double chemist heavy and a medic on slate 1, so should be interesting to see how that plays out. Obviously the chemist is already tapped and not a lot of mobility for them.
Oh my god, do you hear it?
Yes, we hear the spoon every once in a while, the fork or whatever it is.
I'm sorry. I can mute, it's just I'm hungry. Ubao is currently out with the Good Vibes flag. He is chemist, but he's also alone. Has 4 or 5 people on him. Please stop judging me for my eating habits. Yeah, Ubao ends up going down to the pyro, but that leaves Good Vibes flag room empty. But
with Spades on the way as well, gonna get a free steal here. Gonna go down that far tunnel as well.
Is he full health? He is in fact full health.
And it doesn't seem like their defense actually realizes he's going down that way yet. Only Wolfie does fall for the heavies though.
Good use of the sponge by Quarterpan. Spades misses the medic. Oh, just kidding. There's the medic.
There we go. And Justin actually has the Choowie Force flag right now.
Spades is still out with a lot of pressure. Needs to turn around. Oh,
Ooh.
that was the pyro. I thought that was Ninja for some reason.
But
This is
that
Duck's turn with a ninja, actually.
yeah, that allows Duck to get a very clean ninja seal since everyone was out of the flag room. He's at spawn, passes to the heavy. That's gonna be a cap for Choowie Falls. It's the ninja cap, but still, capture is important.
Yeah. Cool. And now we're all tied up. 1-1.
Yeah, I saw Duck's
Anything.
waiting for that for a long time, actually. While Spades was running around, he was just sitting in the flag room waiting for him to drop eventually.
Probably good comms on Choowie Force's part. Like, Ducks knew instead of trying to support it, just to wait.
Yeah, all tied up. 10 minutes, oh, 11 minutes to go. I can read. So seeing these teams hopefully get another cap just to win this map.
Thank you, Ninsanity. Make an ultimately better ref than Mario.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I think the spoon is not the only culprit in this stream as well. Apparently we're hearing some keyboard noises, but, you know, that's fine. These things happen. Ooh, the spoon's back!
So I'm wondering what Choowie Fox's offense is going to do. Obviously, the one cap is good, but it was a ninja cap, and they're going to, since we cannot end this map on a tie, they have to, if they want to win. Obviously, want to get a second cap here. I wonder if they're going to be able to do that before Good Vibes get their cap.
Yeah, I feel like Choowie Force has had some really nicely coordinated pushes into flag room, but 10v10s makes it quite difficult for offense, in my opinion. I think they can get separated and taken down pretty easily solo. So I think something we did forget to mention is that Ubao is in this match as a replacement for a couple of players who had to drop out due to real life circumstances. So Ubao in for Pedro, I believe.
Yes, Pedro. And I believe there was controversy earlier in the draft tournament chat where Ubao was deemed to not play or not allowed to play Elf.
Correct. As it reflects Pedro's own ability. Pedro's known as mainly a chemist player. Definitely not one that plays Elf, so.
Yeah, definitely an interesting circumstance to be in. But yeah.
Ah, nice spoon, Bloom.
Are you gonna point it out every time I make the littlest noise?
Yes.
Is there nothing else more interesting?
Well, it's
to
very
comment on?
loud. You have to understand. It's just like
It's loud for me. It doesn't even sound like anything. Oh wow,
it's pretty noticeable.
this was a good push by Good Vibes. Beast One was almost out, but then he got arrowed back by Brandino. So good sense by Brand to just turn around.
Beautiful use of punch one.
Beautiful use of punch one. Please remove it.
Controversial ability. I think we should remove it, but other certain players such as Boss think it's a good ability. I don't understand why, but to each their own.
It is probably the most fun thing to ruin someone else's combo with a punch shot. It's the only thing that gives Archer pleasure. Yeah, I'm interested to see what value Brandino is getting in as Archer on Slate here. It's not a horrible map for Archer, but it's definitely not the best. So, interested to see how he's going.
Well, we had a little under 8 minutes left, and we're still tied here. We still have to see at least one more cap from any team to move on. I'm personally right now, from watching these offenses, it seems like, I mean, as you said, in the 10v10, it's pretty hard to get good support getting out of the flag room.
I think the Ducks did almost manage to get out, got swapped back by a good swap from Diamond League there, and gets taken down. But actually, it was a good steal. Unfortunate that they happen to be running a scout in a 10v10, which is actually an interesting decision.
Which actually, you can see the usefulness, since there's only so many few people, you often have to play solo on offense in a lot of scenarios. And Scout plays very well against that solo play style.
So yeah, definitely slowed down since the start.
Yep, and Doodle picked up the flag really quickly, got boosted into the tunnel, had the heavy behind him. Obi's trying to get to him. It's pushed back quite a bit. Doodle's trying to maneuver his way around everything. I think he needs some help here. He seems to be on his lonesome, and him on his own is probably not the best. Although he did get rid of pursuing him.
Has 0 health pots. Currently getting nice combo by Info. Wow, that was some nice that was a nice assassinate by Impos.
Yeah.
Leaves
This
the
is a
flag
ninja
room
steal
open.
from Choowie, basically. Justin, but Ducks fan 101 with a clutch recovery there.
So we saw almost a fairly good steal from Doodleberry. If you notice, only Inpost stood in the way. If Inpost wasn't there, Pudgy would have been able to get to Doodleberry, and that would have probably been a good opportunity.
Yeah.
So overall, pretty good opportunity from Good Vibes.
Yeah, I think importantly, taking that route, Doodle actually made the rest of Choowie Force's defense think that he was going to take this back sponge and go to mid, but instead managed to juke them out a bit. But Impo's too smart there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the people who were on the same team directly in front of him couldn't reach Impose before he was actually confronting her. So that became a huge problem, and I think that ultimately led to his demise. Just a little bit quicker work with that support, and I think he could have gotten a lot further, if not an entire cap.
So yeah, still tied up, 5 minutes left. Looking like there might be a breakthrough for Choowie Force soon, but I mean, sorry for Good Vibes soon, but we'll see how we play. I know how team names are. Yeah.
Yeah, you and Mario both. You and Mario both. We have a steal from Uba, who's death tagged in the tunnel, but he is out. There's a lot of people around him, and he's still death tagged, so it's not looking helpful. But he still has 2 health bots. Going to go to the back. Is he going to go to the back sponge? Yes, he is. The defense is getting prepared for that. Let's see if they get there in time.
Oh, Did the offense for Good Vibes turn around? Oh, they did.
It does seem like that.
Uba's
on
very low.
But he's on his side. If he just holds up for 1 second and gets the ninja's going to get him. Oh, that's such a misplay from Ubao. If he just waited up for the medic, it was right behind him for just 1 second. That would have been a cap, I think.
Yeah.
On the other side, we have a steal from Justin.
Oh, he is out. But he has a lot on him. Is getting held back by Kazibi. Yeah.
And Obi playing well, staying back in the flag and making sure no one's going for backup steals.
Have to say this game is not slower, I guess, than the last game that I commented, but I guess not as much action just because of the smaller size. I believe this is the first 10v10 of this tournament, but I could be wrong.
I think there's been a 10v10.
Has there?
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
But yeah, regardless, it does make everything feel much more consolidated. quick steal from Ducks fan only to get knocked out by the heavy. Again, the coordination on Choowie Force's part has been a little bit staggered within these past few pushes. So hopefully they can all come together. Like Ubao here, for example, is in the flag room again by himself. Now, if him and Ducks paired together, I think it might have, allowed for a better turnout.
Yeah, that's a comment you can make about Ubao and Ducks' playstyle. They're both fairly solo players. They're known for just doing what they do, and everyone else is trying to support them. And so you have two people doing that role. It's interesting supporting that. It takes a little getting used to if you're a supporter for those type of people, but it can work, obviously, because both of those are very good players.
See Medic still here, trying to get out towards the back, DTJ, but was probably going to get caught up here by the heavies and goes down.
And
On the other side, we have Justin, who just got the restore from Pudgy, I believe, but there's still a lot of heavies on him.
Yeah, he's getting ping-pong back and forth pretty good. Now he has a good clear way down this tunnel, so long as he can hold the heavies off trailing behind him.
Oh, he wanted to take that sponge back, but he got knocked around a bit too much.
Yeah.
Actually,
he lives through that.
Oh, Wolfie went medic for him. So that was a double medic.
Might get the restore here. Spots off for the assassin. Does get the restore. Still a lot in front of him. He's gonna get maybe death tag. Doesn't get it off. Has watched for the assassin. This might be a cap. With only 45 seconds left, too. This is a very important cap.
Wow.
And Choowie Force cannot use their ninja cap because they already used it. So
well,
this steal from Ducks is important.
Oh, it does go down to Wolfie.
Again, I think we just see Justin on Chemist staying cool, calm, and collected, just taking his time, making sure he can get through, has support with him. Really nicely played from Justin there.
Alright, and with 10 seconds remaining, it doesn't seem like anything's going to get pulled at this point. So our final score is going to be 2-1 in favor of Good Vibes. Which means that Choowie Force will be picking the next map.
I wonder what map they're going to choose. I mean, there's 7 maps that they can choose from. There's a map that has 8. It looks like it's going to be Pagoda's 3. Pretty common map. It was a favorite in the previous tournament, and it seems like a lot of teams like this map. So let's see how this plays out for them.
Yeah, I think Pagodas will complement their soldier offense a lot. So especially in terms of Ducks fan, who's very, very prominent on that role, I think he will be allowed to shine a lot more than he has on this map.
Yeah, and definitely worth noting that Pagoda's 3's spawn is quite close, so getting all that defense recovery back in front can be quite easy. And yeah, hopefully get recoveries on their carries.
I think another major thing to note for Choowie Force is Grandino B. State 1 is not known for its Archer. Pagoda's 3 is. This is a pretty dominant Archer map versus Good Vibes. I don't see a standout Archer player. There's people who can play Archer, but not to the level of Grandino.
I think they might be subbing someone in here because they do have 9 players, so you might be looking to see somebody joining soon as an Archer to combat Bran.
Oh, Valicon.
Yeah, there you go. Valicon is that Archer. A fairly new player, but he's definitely shown his skills, doing a lot of work.
Who did they sub out?
Beast One was subbed out for Valicon.
Yeah, so while we are waiting for this timer to, get unlocked and for us to proceed into this match, who stood out to you guys, at least on the first map, from both team sides?
I would definitely say Justin.
I would also say
two
Justin.
very Very nice caps there. And you know, he's a nice dude. He's a good dude.
Justin has good game sense. Like he knew like what kind of direction to take, and like what he knew when to stop for the medic and when to keep going. And he also has very good comms. So having him as an offense player, very daunting.
I also would like to point out Wolfie. As we saw, I believe he went medic for Justin in that last cap, did he not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
he did.
Yeah.
And overall, I mean, you can see a lot of his game sense as Ninja. But even switching to medic to support him on that cap is pretty well. Any, you know, I think that also is a good sign and a solid player for that team. Seems like we're all going to get started here.
So one thing I do want to watch out for here for good vibes is who they decide to push up on the offense as their fourth, since we just subbed out Beast One.
That's a good question. I'm going to say Too Sensational, Doodleberry, Pudgy. Who's the last?
Quarter pan? Question mark?
I would say Kodopan. Yeah, that would be my guess.
Okay.
He is heavy, so it looks like he's going to be Necro. That's definitely has to be an offense. Yeah, Kodopano's Necro offense.
Brand already landing the shots, or Brandino already landing the shots. I just saw him land 4 headshots. So already doing work. Not even 30 seconds into the match.
Nice base with a pretty clean soldier steal out the back on top of the flag room. 4 stakes, full health, gets met by a soldier and a ninja, needs to watch these headshots. Has a lot on him, and medic not nearby.
Medic coming from Yin Yang, but Fade's getting knocked around. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Oh, a quick steal from Necro. Ah, gets hit by the pyro.
Goes down to the frenzy.
I think an interesting strat for Necro that I'd like to see more players kind of go into would just to be either support the medic and just keep getting those squishy kills and then just preserve your skulls and your kill streak, or stay on defense for a bit, get some kills, and then go onto offense just to stack some skulls. I think that could be an interesting play. It's something that I've seen Raxon do in PPM, so I don't know, something interesting for you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Uber Casually. You go ahead, Insanity. My bad.
Well, first of all, we have 2 steals. A steal from Uba, who actually makes it out. It's going behind the enemy spawn, gets swapped back even further. So still has 5 health pots, and only Squishy Classic is facing him. Oh, gets knocked off though.
There was a soldier trying to backsteal, but Netflix did use his frenzy.
So one thing I want to point out, the pace of this match is going to change. Slate 1 is, as we saw, a pretty slow match. But this map, as we've seen so far, is a pretty fast-paced map. Getting into the flag room and out of the flag room can be pretty easy. However, this map is notorious for being difficult in crossing the map, especially with R2.
So Justin out with a soldier steal here. Manages to get onto the tree, will be met by Bulk and Ninja. Needs to watch the pyro. Going for the big tree as well.
FaZe is also out as soldier. He is going on top of Good Vibe spawn. He is very low and goes down to the assassin. No support in sight.
Justin is still alive, but only at 3.5 hearts.
Trying to get some health buff support. Oh.
Just goes down to the flag tick.
Flag poison? Yeah.
Yeah, flag poison.
So the big thing that led to that steal actually is that neither team was running a medic defense, and Choowie was on 4 hearts, no stake. So Justin just came in, tapped him once, and was out with a clean steal. Interesting that he didn't either respawn in the time between the offensive waves or anything like that.
Something I noticed is that Choowie, like, he types like /medic in the chat, while Netflix just straight up respawns after every push because he ends up being too low.
Yeah, that's an important thing to note. 10v10s usually don't run a medic defense because it just takes a valuable player out of a good position, good role.
Dutch
We have
is out. Oh, as I said that, he died. He did get a lot of damage. Finder's doing a very good job on Soldier defense. He's like directly countering any steals that Dux gets, knocking him back, just dealing enough damage so that the ninjas or the pyro can catch up. Good work on Finder.
Yeah, it's interesting to note that both these offenses are kind of very traditional in their class setups. As we say this, though, Doodleberry is out.
That was very unfortunate. I believe Choowie was respawning because the flag room was completely empty. Oh!
That was a clutch headshot right there. Doodleberry was just about to get the medic from Pudgy and had lots of support, but got headshot by Brandino.
But yeah, both offenses kind of just running chemists and soldiers, not really seeing elves being put to work here, which can work on this map. Water in the flag room is quite valuable. Obviously, Ubar can't switch, but I have seen DTJ play it, so maybe they could switch him on and switch someone onto off med, but it'd be interesting to see how these offenses adapt to this match.
Oh, that was a nice play by Diamond League. Ubar was nearly out with the flag, but Diamond switched him back, like as scout, into the pyro. Very good on his part.
So, as I was saying with the medic defense, usually with 12v12s, you can sacrifice a player to put on medic defense, but on 10v10s, you really want to utilize every single one of your players, and medic defense just does not do enough.
Duxfan out. Duxfan is out. Finder once again holding him back, and Wolfie getting the last hit, which leaves a clean-ish steal for Spades. He has 4 stake. Assassin's right there. Finder and Diamond League still holding him back. The chemist support is there. Spades choosing to go their spawn side.
Twin Station on the other side has a soldier steal. See, trying to see how many stake he has. That mid is already he got boosted to Yin Yang and still has a stake, but gets headshot again.
That was Spades was very low, and he I think died to flag poison. No, he died to the scout, but then Ubao picked it up immediately. But then Diamond League just swapped him back into the soldier to do more damage.
We've seen Brandino now shut down 2 pretty good steals from Good Vibes. And I'm sure that they want to push with that ultra more, but it's hard to push the ultra and also support the flag carrier.
Yeah, and a 10v10 sometimes it just isn't worth like losing the offense member.
Yeah, it's definitely where the 2 archers come into big effect. That's where Valicon would have to get onto Brandino is probably the only option. I was pressure onto the other archer.
Justin did try for a ninja steal. He was egging Choowie back, but ended up dying to fire damage, I believe.
We have a very clean steal.
Dux is out again.
He has 1 stake, full health. Finder is going to be in his way. Finder kind of known for being a brick wall.
Going up against Choowie and Finder. Or not Choowie. Wolfie and Finder. My bad. Kind of hard to get past those 2 and make it out clean.
On the other side,
Justin, the soldier, he is at 4 health. I'm not sure if he has any. He does not have any stake, but the medic is there. Gets the regen.
Medic gets knocked off though.
Pyro also got knocked off, so did not get frenzied. No one on Brandino right now. Oh, just kidding. Wolfie on Brandino.
And Pudgy's coming here right now.
Gets the regen again.
And then the restore there finally comes in. He has to watch out for the Pyro. Doesn't have frenzy, but is still a threat. And stalls time for Brandino to try and get a headshot as well. That's what I was saying. It's very hard to get across this map. A lot of pressure constantly.
Yeah, and you do need to be very, very patient. So you need to have a sense of, some composition.
Oh, that's a ninja steal from Tireless, aka B2. The assassin picks it up and drops it straight into Wolfie, and that would be the first cap for Good Vibes on this map.
Which also means that Justin has capped every single flag that Good Vibes has possessed so far.
Seems that Justin is used to just capping every single flag for the match he plays in.
So yeah, we saw that time. As we pointed out, Wolfie was warmed up and got on Brandino in time. Brandino was already taking shots at him, but Brandino couldn't take any more shots because he got pressured fast enough, which I think was the ultimate, was the last step they needed to get that cap.
Yeah, I think so far we've seen some really good leadership from Wolfie here, identifying what the problems are and quickly solving them, like going medic on Slate, pressuring Brandino here, and then getting that recovery for the capture as well.
Now we are all halfway through this map, and Choowie Forces has to get 2 captures actually if they want to survive.
Dutchman kills Choowie and takes the flag. Incredible play there. Really caught Choowie off guard, and it looks like nobody called the ninja out. But he still does fall damage actually, and gets the flag recovered by Wolfie.
Sensation on the other side saw the flag with the pirate not even noticing him, but he has the scout on him with death tag. It is going to go down 2 damage there.
Oh, I think I said Duxman killed Choowie. That would not be possible as he is part of his own team. He killed Netflix.
I mean, none of us told you on it.
A challenging feat.
Delivery is out. Does go down to the frenzy, but leaves an open steal for Justin, who is Ninja, who is going their yin-yang.
And he's going to spawn. Does make the pass to a heavy as Wolfie.
Wow.
This probably is going to be a capture here. The scout's going to slow him down a bit, but that's not going to do enough.
He did get death tag, but the Necro revival tagged him immediately, and that would be the second capture for Good Vibes.
What a great play.
Mario, you did it. Let's go.
Nice, Mario.
Mario, just so everyone knows, Mario is the ref carry. Confirmed.
So now Good Vibes are 2 caps up, and since we have to end this on a map win, correct? So Choowie Force has to get 3 captures, and at least 2 captures within regulation time. That's only 8 minutes, and they haven't had that many good opportunities, I wouldn't say. What do you think they have to change to get those caps?
If I'm honest, sorry?
You go, Blue.
I was gonna say, like, I think an elf could be really useful on this map. So I know Ubao can't go elf, but I have seen DTJ, so like maybe have Ubao medic, continue Dux as soldier because Dux has been getting really nice steals, and then DT as elf perhaps.
Yeah, I think something does have to change. I think maybe their synergy as well is a bit off. It does seem like they're pretty prone to getting singled out. So.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'd like to.
It is important to know this is, I think, one of Ubao's first time playing with Choowie Force.
Oh, definitely. So, not even in scrims or anything. So, I guess this is where we are finding out how he works with the rest of Choowie Force. Speaking of Ubao, he is out, but he does get knocked off by the rest of the defense. And Netflix is in the flag room just to make sure there aren't any shenanigans going on.
And that is the one scary part about that corner, is you feel super vulnerable. So any hit could be that last, that final piece of momentum that you need to fly off the map and just lose that possession of the flag.
It's another push here from Good Vibes. They had 3 coming at the same time, and the Pirate could not do anything about them. So that leaves a good steal from Toon Sensational.
Obi is on him, but not
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, he's flying through, actually. He's almost past mid.
At his spawn.
Basically at a spawn.
Now, none of his, no one's supporting it, but no one's on him either. This is very strange. He has to
Yeah.
watch after the assassin here. Does notice it.
Oh, that was a
Yep.
nice play by Diamond League. The medic was right there, but he swapped the medic away to death tag ducks.
And that's gonna be it. That's gonna be game.
Wow. Incredible.
Good
Now,
work by Good Vibes.
Wolfie 98 did break Justin's streak. He did get a heavy cap off of a ninja steal.
Which was also by Justin.
That is true. So I would definitely say Justin player of the game.
Yeah,
I
it
remember
was.
last time he got 8 caps in a match and he didn't get player of the game and he was so upset. So
Yeah.
I think he
not a
deserves this one.
doubt. Not a doubt in my mind. I agree completely.
A fairly good showing from Choowie Force, I would say, but just couldn't keep up with Good Vibes, especially on this map.
Yeah,
Alright.
so
Okay,
Justin, player of the game.
For sure.
Yeah. of course.
And a 3-1-3-0, I believe, was the scoreline, or was it 2-1-2? 2-1-2-0. 2-1-3-0. 2-1-3-0.
Yes. So, did any of you want to do the outro, or?
You can do it, Bloom.
Wow, you're
What's your
so
spoon?
nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
hit us with the spoon as well.
With the
This your spoon. Yeah, there
Okay.
it is.
The best
thank you for tuning in again for this second match of week 2. Go ahead and tune in tomorrow. I'm fairly certain there's at least 2 matches, I believe. I am not sure. I don't keep up with the scheduling or whatever, but we will see you next time. Thanks for joining. And yeah, good props to Good Vibes, who won 2-1-3-0. Good game.
GG all.
See ya.